Hi guys, in the previous lecture we have built the structure of the site, and now in this lecture we are gonna start building this header. It contains the logo image and then this menu. So go to the Notepad++ and here I'm gonna create a div, and then I will give it the class container, and after it I will create another div that is the row. And you have already know why we are creating the row class, because the content is not going to be mixed up or not float onto each other. And here is container div, and here is the div class row, and then here it is. And here we have give the container class to this div, because here I want to show you something, that this header has the same width as the width of the content area, and it has some same styles that is also present in the content area. So that's why we have to give the container class to the header. And now let's create the next thing. And in this row, first of all, we will put this logo and then this menu. So this menu is in another div, in a separate div, and here it is. First of all, here is the anchor tag, and then here I'm gonna tell you about hyperreference. Here is index.html, and then here is the class logo. Here is the logo, and then here is the image src, and here is images, and here is the logo.png. So now the logo is inserted, and after this what we need to do, we have to create another div that contain the unordered list of the menu, and here is that div. Here is the class, here is menu, and here it is. And in between this, here is the UL, and here is the UL. And now here I'm going to give a list item, and here is the list item, and then here is the anchor tag, and here it is. Here is home, and here is hyperreference. Here I'm gonna give index.html, and now here is it is home, and there is motorbike, and here is motorbike.html. The page is not created, but I'm gonna set this menu, so we don't need to set the menu later when we create other pages. Here is about.html, and here is the contact.html. And now let's give it the styles. First of all, I'm gonna create this container, give it the width and the height, then I will create this, give the styles to the row class. Here is the container, and save it. Here it is. Here is the width of the container is 1200 pixel, and here is space, and here is the position is relative, and then here is the margin 0 pixel auto to align it in the center. Here is this, and here is the padding is 0 pixel, and then here I'm gonna give some other styles so the content is not going to be float onto each other and it is not going to be mixed with each other. So here is container and here is after. After the container, we cannot allow any element to be float onto each other, and we will insert this space after the container. Here it is, and here I'm going to tell you where this style is applied. Here is the container. Here you can see that the container start from this, so it will insert the space after this closing tag of the container. And now here I'm going to give it a display block and the width and height is 0. Here is the display block and here is the height is 0 and here is the clear both. And then here is the visibility hidden. And now the style is inserted, and let's give the style to this row class, and here it is. Here is first of all write container and then dot row, and here is it will insert the content before and after the row, and here is dot row, here is after. And now here I'm gonna copy the above things, copy from there, and here it is, and paste it here. And now here is the height. Here I'm also gonna give it width is also 0. And then here is I'm going to remove this clear both. We will put this clear both separately for the row. Here is overflow hidden, and then here is the display block and all the things. And now here we have also need to give width is equal to 0, and then here is I'm going to copy this, paste it here. After the row, we cannot allow any element to float on each other. Here is that's why we have provided this clear both. So after this row, here you can see that after this row div there is no element that can be float onto each other. And now let's execute it. So here it is. Now I will give it the style, then it will be okay. Let's give the style to the header and this image. Here it is, and here is space, and here is header, here is the background, here is hash fff, and now it is okay. And now we have to give the style to the image that is inside the header. Here is header, and here I'm going to write the class name logo, and here is image. And now first of all I'm going to give it display inline block, and here is inline block, and then here is the margin 0 pixel auto, so then it will be in the center 0 pixel auto. And then here is the padding around the image is 10 pixel, and here is the width to 10 pixel. And now let's see it. It is adjusted, it is a line, or in other words you can also say that we have given it margin 0 pixel auto, so then the image is in the center, or you can say that it is a line in the center or in the horizontal direction in the x-axis. So this is the center. So now the header have not the content. When we give it the content, then its width is increased, then it will be adjusted to here in the center. Now the header have only this width, this list and this logo. Now I'm gonna give the style to this menu. So now let's start. First of all, here is the div that name is menu, and now let's start by giving it the styles. Here is dot menu. First of all, display inline block. Here is the inline block, and here is the float to the right side. Here is the right, and now let's execute it, and here it is. So now it is at this side. Now I'm gonna remove these margins and the list style type. And here I want to tell you another thing, that we have to give the float left to the list items. Then these list items are just like this: home, motorbike, about, and the content. And here it is. Here I'm going to remove the margin of the ordered and remove the margin of order and the unordered list, because we will create the order list in the about page. So that's why I have write it. Here is 0, and here is the padding, and here is the list style none, and here it is. So now I'm gonna give the float left to the list items. Then it is in the horizontal lines floated next to each other. Here is menu dot menu, and here is the list item, and here is the float left, and here it is. Now you can see that every list items is float to the left side, and if we give it the float to the right, so then this home is start from this position. And here we have to change the text in the menu. Here we have to write about, and here is the contact, it is about. And now let's execute it. So here it is, and now let's give it the styles to the anchor tag. And here is, copy this, paste it. Here is the anchor tag, and first of all I'm going to give it the padding to the anchor tag. Top side 27 pixel and 17 pixel. So this 27 pixel is apply on the top and the bottom, and this 17 pixel for the left and the right side. And here is the letter spacing is become 2 pixel. So by giving this padding here, I'm going to show you what is the effect. Here you can see that this background is the anchor tag, or you can also say that this is a padding on the top side and the bottom side. So that's why we have give it. So here it is. And next thing is the text decoration none. My text decoration is none, and here is the color is become #33, just like white and gray type. And here is the font weight 500 pixel, and here is the border is 0, and here is the text transform uppercase. Here is the uppercase, and here is the line height 1, and then here is the display block. Here is the block, and after this we have to apply the position relative, and then here is the box sizing. Here is the box sizing is border box. And now let's execute it. So now it is adjusted, you can see that. And now I'm gonna give it the background when we take the mouse over this menu, so its background is become orange type. And here is dot menu li hover. Here is a is become, here is the background hash f354 2D, and here is the color is become white. And now here it is. Here you can see that this menu is ready, and now the next thing is we have to put this slider, then it will be okay. And I'm gonna put this slider in the next lecture. So thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.